Now a lot of people have raised concerns about what the Nano is going to do to the environment.
Well, there's already so much pollution in Delhi even after the CNG shift, and I mean more and more cars on the road is just going to cause more and more air pollution here immediately, and in the long term more and more CO2 in the atmosphere.
I would say not at all. We shouldn't have. You know what's happened to the city already, so I think better now not to add more vehicles to the road.
आनी चाहिए लेकिन लिमिट में, क्योंकि ज़्यादा पोल्यूशन हो सकता है उससे ज़्यादा. इसके लिए थोड़ा ग्लोबल सिस्टम पे थोड़ा इफेक्ट हो सकता है, इसके लिए थोड़ा तो लिमिट में आना चाहिए.
It's going to be a nightmare, they say. It'll clog our lungs and block out the sun with its noxious vapors.
But no, it won't. And I'm about to prove that to you using some basic math and this childish whiteboard. Now, every Nano, for every single kilometer that it travels, releases 110 grams of carbon dioxide, which is apparently evil and kills trees. Now, even if Tata sell 2 lakh Nanos over the next years, which is not going to happen because they don't have that sort of capacity, and every single one of those Nanos does 5,000 kilometers in a year, the total amount of carbon dioxide released by all the Nanos put together would be 1,10,000 grams of carbon dioxide. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but do you know what India's total carbon dioxide output is? 1,000 million grams of carbon dioxide. Ocean, drop in the ocean. Ocean, drop in the ocean.
But that's not the only concern people have about the impact of the Nano.
Somewhere I feel it's really going to cause a lot of traffic problem because suddenly you will see whole lot of Nanos, on the street. So I don't know what's going to happen to the traffic scene, at least in a place like Bombay.
Yeah, I'm excited, but at the same time I'm a little worried because the roads are anyways chock-a-block, and one more car will be, too much for the roads to handle, I feel.
I think car is now no more aspirational and everybody will put their monies on it. But I'm not excited because I think it will create a lot of traffic congestions in this overcrowded city already.
The way things are, it's going to add to the congestion in the city. So I'm totally against it.
Even scooters are also consuming space and they're haphazardly parked. So
same problem, parking, traffic again. Without Nano, there's loads of traffic. I don't know what's going to be happening.
Now, I know it sounds like we're apologizing for the Nano or trying to justify its existence, but we're not. All we're trying to say is there is a place for this car on the road. It's not the harbinger of doom everybody seems to make it out to be.
And so in the end, the question is, should you buy this car? In a word, yes. With a car like this, you're not going to get the sort of refinement and luxury you'd get from a Honda or even a Hyundai. But this is by no means a second-rate piece of work. Think of the Nano as street food. It's egalitarian. Anyone can get one and it does the job. It's actually better than street food because you can't get jaundice from the Nano. You already know the price. It's 1 lakh rupees plus VAT, which means on road it should cost you about 1,20,000 or so. But that's for the base model. Tata are also offering a luxury model that has a lot more, like power windows, central locking, and most importantly, air conditioning. So at the end of the day, the question is, who is this car good for? I think the better question is, who is this car not good for? Want to move up from a motorcycle? Get one. Need a second or third car for your wife or kids? Get one. Don't need one? Get one anyway. 1 lakh rupees isn't a lot to pay for a small car, and it's certainly not a lot to pay for being part of a big dream.